Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports Report. I want to continue to talk about stadiums and Missouri's history of losing teams. It's obviously very prevalent, more prevalent than most people think. Missouri is deciding between a stadium for the Royals and Chiefs, a new one, or put their old one back together. I don't know if that sounds like a very good idea, but apparently some people do. For the Royals, even though the Royals have had much more success than they have previously, St. Louis, Missouri has lost a couple teams, using most recent the St. Louis Rams left. Now what do you want to do? It's almost like Missouri doesn't care about being a major league sports town. They've lost a ton of teams. It looks like to me you guys don't care. And if you don't care enough, Kansas will take them right there away from you. Unless Missouri seems to show you're a team Missouri people don't want to come. Royals show that they are better than they have been, and the Chiefs have won 5 Super Bowls. Aren't you tired of losing sports teams? Although I'm favoring sports teams building their stadiums, I understand that billions of dollars are a lot of money to people, and most people don't even understand what that means. Neither do I. Do you want to continue to be a major league sports town, Kansas City? The Missouri special session is called for June 2nd, but also expiring June 29th is Kansas's law for star bonds. Kansas says they'll cover 70% of it. If Kansas law is not extended, then the Royals and Chiefs are both in trouble. If Missouri doesn't extend the law, obviously Missouri could be in trouble. The Royals did purchase a stadium, a Sprint campus stadium. What does that mean? I have no idea. But it means that they're obviously in Missouri. Kansas is a threat to Missouri. If you look it up sometime, Missouri sure is known for losing their teams. MLB St. Louis Browns 1902 to 1954. NBA St. Louis Bombers 1946 and 1950. NBA again St. Louis Hawks 1955 to 1986. NFL St. Louis Cardinals 1966 to 1988. And the NFL St. Louis Rams 1995 to 2016. This is according to Fox for June 20th of 2024. Now I ask you, do you want to become a major sports town or do you not? Kansas City, Missouri. That's Sam Vaughan Smack. Chiefs news on contracts that they may decide to expend Trent McDuffie and George Karlaftis. It would be putting $20+ million a year. As the Thunder wait for their opponents, the Thunder will try to get their first NBA championships since moving to Oklahoma way before they were in Oklahoma. In fact, they were in Seattle in 1979. So they go for that championship. The Pacers will host the Knicks tomorrow. Government Game 5 last night. The Knicks did. Last night the Knicks won 111-94. Jalen Brunson finished with 32 points. Again, Game 6 tomorrow tips at 7 o'clock. The Florida Panthers clinched their 4th Stanley Cup in a row in as many years. The Oilers won last night's game over the Stars. They advance. My only question is, why are we waiting so long? The NHL Stanley Cup starts Wednesday, June 4th. That's more Sam Vaughan Smack. MLB, the Royals sit at 30-27. The Tigers sit at 37-20 and the best team in the American League, and obviously the best team in the American League Central. Against the Royals will play the Detroit Tigers. Casey Mays will go for the Tigers, and Seth Lugo will go for the Royals. He returns from the IL. He hasn't pitched since May 11th. Now the bad news is Lucas Ergsay goes on a 15-day disabled list, and hopefully he hopes he's back soon. Game time 7:10. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Texas Rangers. The St. Louis Cardinals sit at 32-24. The Texas Rangers sit at 27-30. The St. Louis Cardinals will play the Texas Rangers, who sit at 32-24. The St. Louis Cardinals sit at 32-24. The Texas Rangers sit at 27-30 again. Game time 7:10. Matthew Liberatore will go for the Cardinals, and Jack Leiter will go for the Rangers. Game time from Busch Stadium is at 7:05. The Chicago Cubs lose to the Reds today, 6-2. The Cubs are now 35-22. The Reds are 29-29. Now we move on to mental health a little bit. What is hope? Hope means to me. What is hope, and what is that? Answer the question of today, if below on Facebook or YouTube. Hope is a feeling and belief that something is good will happen in the future, especially during a difficult time. It's an emotional, mental state that helps people keep going when facing challenges or uncertain or hardship. In a core, hope includes expectation, believing that a positive outcome is possible, desire and wanting to that outcomes to happen, motivation being driven into taking steps towards that outcome if uncertain. Examples: a patient hoping for recovery, a student hoping to pass an exam, a community hoping for peace during a conflict. Hope does not guarantee success, but it gives people a strength to keeping trying, and often that makes all the difference. That's according to ChatGPT and Google. Here's more what hope means. A link. Here's that video and podcast. Today is shorter. Here's that video of what hope means. That's Sam Vaughan Sports. That stands on Mental Health Day.
The Book of Hopes. Hope is kind of like a seed, like you plant it and then it kind of grows into something that happens.
Hope to me is having a feeling that everything's going to be okay.
Something what you really wanted to happen, but it's making you so excited you just can't wait for it to happen, and you want it to just happen right now and not the next day.
I think hope is like a wish, and you have to believe in the wish and hope that it comes true.
The illustrations are all really pretty, and I like the poems because they make me feel happy, and I like the ones about kindness in nature.
Birds. Those are not birds, those are parrots.
The poems, we found a poem that we really liked, and it's quite deep. Like your window is like a door.
The rainbow.
Yeah. What?
Red and yellow, pink and green. Orange and blue. And that's animal stories.
I like the stories because they have a happy ending and good things happen to everyone. I want to say thank you for helping everyone.
For helping people get better.
Thank you, NHS, for working so hard.
I would like to say thank you for the NHS because they're taking care of all the children and adults who are getting coronavirus, and they're looking after all of us. And I thank you.